Working. Alright, time for some echo. Yeah? Cool. Awesome. Turn that on, so we're gonna need it. No, we won't need that. Yep, raise that one. That one's for there. Okay. Magic is happening. Alright. Hello, folks. And welcome back. Crap. My entire train of thought just went right out the window. Oof. Roof. Ass. No problem. Don't think there's anything going on next Saturday for anyone. Nobody? All good? Awesome. Cool. So there's a lot and not a lot to get through today. So I don't want to waste any time with too much. I don't have any announcements or anything like that. I suppose the only announcement that I would have is that any of the things that I've been posting up recently. I am working on editing a few of those videos, and we'll have those posted up not too long from now. Other than that, I don't think I got anything else right now. So, in that case, I guess I can unmute everybody. So I did that preemptively. Because holy crap, there was weird soundboard noises going on. Yep.
And bodily functions.
I guess.
Ow.
Don't call people out for their bodily functions, man.
Anyway.
Lovely start.
Last Saturday, after finally reaching the beach and doing some conversations, meeting up with the reinforcements, you guys met a couple of new members to your squad after realizing A, things happened with Keen. B, realizing that Olive disappeared at some point. And you met two people by the names of Vala and Pymreoss, the royal children of the conquering queen of the southern kingdoms, Charise Ogelund. After getting acquainted and managing to push the new members' buttons a little bit and slightly avoiding getting your head bashed in, y'all boarded up onto one of the Uni No Machi trade ships and began your week and a half to 2 week naval journey to, well, Uni No Machi. And having some interesting conversations and finding out that Li would
And the headset just falls.
Yeah, no one expects Kitty, you know?
How did you get my dice?
No, of course not.
They're all upstairs.
Wait, did I just hear, how did you get my knife?
Can I hear
Dice.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry. I wonder why it sounded like something heavy was being pushed around on the freaking floor earlier. After having a few more conversations and almost getting your head bashed in again, particularly one or two people in particular. Like I said, you guys found out that Lee was stepping down from the position and had handed the position over to Pamela Parker. Pretty sure it was like the second or third day. You guys were just kind of chilling out, hanging out. Some of you enjoying the crow's nest, some of you enjoying below deck, some of you tumbling downstairs because they can't hold a heavy book. On the horizon, you saw a group of ships. After hearing the sounds of multiple cannon fires. And you quickly, after Pymreoss took command of the ship and positioned you guys, boarded one of these. Boarding one of these naval vessels in order to sink it, hopefully give the main giant vessel a little bit of a fighting chance. Y'all jumped on board. Some of you got murked pretty quick as things turned to chaos pretty fucking quickly, while others of you stumbled down the stairs and, man, someone had a stumbling time last week. Cat,
Ironically, it wasn't the one named Stumbler.
managed to, well, set off the entire gunpowder room.
What can I say on the bomb?
Either way, got set off. You guys jumped overboard, and some of you were not quite so lucky. Luckily, Miss Vala does not hold grudges and kept your asses alive. And that there is where we left off. And as you guys are, kind of groggily and panically in some situations trying to, get to the other ship, you hear what sounds like a dragon roar. And Vala, you know the sound of that roar.
Oh dear.
That is the Red Lord. And he does not play around. The rest of you just hear a loud dragon roar, and you guys have had some PTSD moments. And as you guys are just frantically trying to get away, you see a couple of ropes land in the water next to you guys. You hear the sound of silence for a second. Followed by what sounds like blazing inferno and an explosion not far behind you guys. And you can hear above you what sounds like Pymreoss. Get your asses on the ship! Hurry up! Let's go! Unless you want to boil alive with the rest of them!
You heard it. Climb the ropes.
It's gonna take a minute. I'm kind of carrying a tin can here.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Wait,
You guys.
why am I carrying you anyway? You climb the rope.
Okay.
So where am I at in all this?
Oh, you just got healed.
You're underwater. You just got healed.
Yeah, you just got healed. You come to, and you just suddenly see off in the distance in the water this bright flash of an explosion on the surface. Not right above you. It was off in the distance, so it sure shit was the ship you were just on.
Right.
And those of you climbing over start to notice Hiroto's not with you. And
Where did he go this time?
you guys kind of look back to see, and you can now see the Reign of Terror converging on the ships. One ship currently has 3 adult dragons ripping it to shreds and blowtorching it sky high. As you're sitting there, you notice that, yeah, it's still the, late afternoon, but there's still light. You guys are shrouded in a giant shadow. Hiroto, I'm assuming you're swimming for, the boat.
Maybe the opposite side of it, yeah.
Those of you who are above water right now, kind of take a glance and a look up. And you see a red dragon with a wingspan that is one wing is about the same size as one of the boats you're on. Slowly kind of drifting down towards the 10 or so boats that had attacked you guys. Does anyone above deck understand Draconic besides, Vala?
Nope.
Vala, you hear Birdash peasants! And the jet of flame you heard before, imagine a jet engine on crack, and then times that by about 10.
The timing of the music with that.
Right?
And you all notice this giant burst of flames coat a good 60-foot wide area of the ocean, just curving around the big boat that all the citizens are on. And you just start to hear screaming. A chorus of pain and agony. You guys kind of start to look out at the other boats now that they're starting to get in view. And you can see people jumping from their boats into the sea as fast as possible. Flaming bodies hitting the water. And you just watch this giant dragon just swoops down, coats over half of these boats in flames, and soars back up into the sky. And you swear, you guys who don't understand Draconic, this is about when you come up above water, Hiroto, on the other side of the boat. This is about when you hear what you think is a loud, very, very low chortle of amusement that just rumbles like thunder.
Insert the "this is fine" meme.
Yeah,
Everything's on fire.
for all
Wow,
of Aku No Keshins men right now, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Boom.
just the which one is it? The one where it's like the dog, he's just sipping
Yeah.
on
Yep.
coffee.
Everything is fine.
And as you guys are all on this boat, Hiroto, you start making your way above, and you just see at the helm on the big ship, just kind of see Charise kind of holding on to a pole behind her with this just satisfied smile as she watches all these people burn. Then she pulls out a horn, puts it in her mouth, and there's just a loud bellowing horn that just resonates through the entire area. And you guys have only seen about 5 to 8 of these red dragons, not including the Red Lord. Now you notice about 20 more come swooping out of the skies and start circling around your guys' boats. All of the boats.
Is there like a cannon window on the side of the ship near me?
Oh no, this is a merchant ship. There's no weapons on it.
Okay. So there's like no hatch or something that could just kick open from the side and go into
Nope.
the
You
ship.
just climb right up on deck.
Cool.
And as these dragons start circling, you guys who have been on the boat, probably looking for Hiroto, looking in awe and horror as these dragons, except for one of you, marshmallow, like campfire marshmallow, these fucking enemy naval ships to cinders. You hear just a as something lands on the deck behind you, and as you turn around, there's Hiroto, drenched.
Oh, there he is. You really need to not disappear so much.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Not when we're trying to make sure we have everyone.
You don't need to worry about me too much.
Let's just be glad everybody made it back alive.
Yeah, you
So what
got
happened
lucky. You
after Big
got on
Boom? I kind of blacked out.
Pymreoss just kind of gestures out to the waters, and now you get a full glance of it. See
So-
about 30 or so regular adult red dragons just every now and again one will breathe a jet of flame right at the water, and then you hear a scream that is pretty quickly cut short.
I realize this is war, but fuck.
I'm almost considering that this isn't even war to them and this is just a game.
That's the part that kind of sickens me a little bit right now.
I mean, it is the Red Lord.
Y'all ought
I
to be
don't know what that means.
Y'all ought to be thankful that they showed up. At least the entire civilian ship is safe.
Fair.
That's what matters.
Mhm.
The innocents are safe.
Trust me, be lucky the Black Lord didn't show up.
How many lords are there?
One for each color dragon.
That's a lot.
Okay.
You guys worship dragons and you do not know the number. You have toy mice! Go play with them! They don't make noise!
Never said that I worship dragons.
Your country as a whole does.
You'd assume it would be taught in your schools.
Well, some of us didn't really attend school.
I
Each
just walk
clan
away.
has their own specific dragon that they worship, so each clan's member has a different knowledge of what different dragons exist.
Akatsuki just kind of looks at Masaru. It's like, how do you know that?
I'm from the Mountain Clan.
That doesn't answer my question.
Yeah, it does.
Either way, the Red Lord saved your ass. Be thankful. Well, lucky for us. Well, lucky for us it was just the captain that was taken out. So I'll be taking us the rest of the way to your precious little school. He turns on his tail and goes back up to the steering. And you watch as that giant red dragon soars down towards the civilian boat and then almost vanishes as you see a small form kind of land on the boat, humanoid of sort.
Surprised by that. If Queen Charise could do such a thing,
Oh, she can.
I've seen it. Fortunately, I got trampled in the chaos that ensued afterward.
Oh yeah, you did get trampled in the chaos.
Yes, you had to carry me back to our dorm room. Lucky for us, Usedo was able to take care of me. But I'm just glad I wasn't on the receiving end of all of that. I'd rather not be... I don't even know what you would call it at this point. Wouldn't even be cinders. But I'm just glad we at least had to have our own little bit of fun before they finished him off. Never thought I'd actually be able to control my abilities.
You said you were working on it, and you didn't think you'd be able to control it.
I never had a chance to be able to use it on my own. I was always influenced by Aku No Keshin. He would take over. And last time I nearly killed Masaru and one of our old teammates, Keen.
Interesting.
All's forgiven.
Well, at least I know there's no hard feet.
No, he glitched.
Yeah, he did.
Big glitch.
And you're actually in control.
Oh!
Oh boy. I was wondering what it's been doing that this whole time.
It's the first time since session started.
Yeah.
That's because I haven't said anything. It's done it like 3 times.
Fair enough.
Okay, now it's all starting to sync back up. Stupid Chromebook. Anyway.
And at about this point, all is silent. Uneasily. It's very uneasy. Especially with the amount of noise prior. Just nothing but calm waves lapping against the side of the ship. silence.
Hmm.
Those of you still on top deck can see seagulls and ravens. Well, seabirds, I should say. Diving down towards the carnage in the water. Vala, you've seen this before. Just kinda is.
Mhm.
It's what's needed. Oh, he glitched again. And
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I could definitely use a rest.
right now, you guys are about right here. Just off the
Where?
coast. On the main big map.
Okay.
Okay.
Now is the time if anybody has any roleplay, conversations between characters, anything like that that they would like to do. If not, we will be doing a week and a half time skip.
Does Hiroto still want to try to learn Draconic?
Yeah, and at the same time, I got a couple of things I want to make.
Mm.
Oh, that's Yuseido's character sheet, not mine.
Like earplugs maybe for Hiroto. Maybe a blindfold during dragon battles.
No.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
I can incorporate that into the mask.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Alright, so what am I rolling for trying to learn Draconic?
First, someone needs to make a performance.
Someone's gotta be a good teacher.
14. Not terrible.
Roll an intelligence check.
That's a 12.
Okay, so it's coming along. It's not like the last one you made.
Hmm.
I don't know what
Or Nat 1 King last session.
Oh god.
Tough
I
crowd.
didn't roll that many nat ones, did I?
More than everybody
like
else
at least 3 or 4.
combined.
Hmm.
Yeah. Other than you, we had like 1 or 2 Nat 1s. You rolled like 4.
So Roll20 hates me. It's all good.
Clearly.
Mhm.
Considering that last time I think I rolled a 19 on that performance check.
Oh, bye, Coda. Oh, hi,
yeah,
Coda.
I don't know. God, what stupid Chromebook.
If you start getting the gist of it, you know basic phrases, like basic words like hello, yes, no. Trying to string any semblance of words together right now, though, is... Vala, he's insulted you accidentally a couple of times in Draconic. Not realizing
It
it.
happens. It happens when you're learning a new language. You never can't really blame the guy.
We're trying not to take it as an insult personally.
And at some point in the week, Vala, before or after one of your sessions, you're kind of just standing on deck. Pymreoss is at the wheel again. And you can hear the sound of wings on air. And then they disappear, and you just hear a tut-tut on the deck. and you turn to see a very elvish-like features. A black mohawk kind of goes all the way back, completely black as if burned wood black. And a deep blood red scarlet plate armor. It's a small onyx crown with a single ruby about yay big set in the center of it. Standing before you is the Red Lord. Well, it looks like you guys managed not to get boiled alive. That's a plus.
It is. Thank you for
See.
your assistance.
I'll say the one ship was well done. Still got a long ways to go, young Ogelund.
Yeah.
But the two of you are seriously thinking of joining these lesser life forms in their college.
Mother has decreed it.
Back in my day, we'd burn someone for saying such a dastardly thing. But suppose I'm not a little wormling anymore either.
No, you're not. And when your mother is the conqueror, you tend to listen.
Just notice a little hint of like, yeah, okay. That doesn't really like it. Or he doesn't approve of that answer.
Hmm.
But you've always known the Red Lord to be a little bit brash. Straightforward. Doesn't really give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone else on deck? Because he is not talking quietly.
So I'd say Akatsuki would be.
I'm down in my room.
Probably a good place for you.
Probably be on the deck too.
So you guys definitely hear this immense insult.
Akatsuki wouldn't pay any mind to it. He just keeps to himself, kind of just working on something in his journal.
Well, make sure you and your brothers' minds aren't dulled by these peasants.
Well, I appreciate the concern.
I hate him already.
He's not meant to be liked. And do think of any possible offers for the future when you finally get home, Princess. And he turns and jumps off the boat. Full dragon starts heading off in the wind. I'm pretty sure you picked up on that last bit, man.
Yep.
You could definitely see Pymreoss is at the wheel. He would have gotten on there and at that last bit would have, said some words. But he doesn't want to leave the ship unmanned.
Yep.
With, about 10 others right next to him.
Yeah.
Nobody? Wow.
There's really no words to describe what just happened there.
Right?
You guys were called dull, useless creatures, and then, hey, don't forget my suitors. And then left.
It's
That sums it up.
How far do they have to be before they're out of earshot?
You don't know.
I'm asking Vala.
A ways.
I'll keep what I'm thinking to myself.
After a
It's probably for the best.
few minutes, you notice the giant red dragon, the Red Lord, kind of disappears off the horizon, heading south.
Just kind of looks over at Monster. Like, if he could hear you from this distance, it'd be quite impressive.
Yeah. So
Then just goes back to just. It was just a mindless little tidbit. Just now he's off doing his own back doing his own little thing.
Oh yeah, also, who was the ones that got seasick last time?
I was gonna say, yep.
And you two are the ones that failed both times, aren't you?
Yep.
So why don't you guys roll
Frozen.
another Constitution saving throw?
No, why? Constitution
15.
saving throw. Okay.
Not as bad. Stomach's still churning a little bit, but
18.
Kopsky, you don't feel sick today. Anyway, continue. I'll shut up.
are all dragons like that, or
The Red Lord is especially brash.
That much is obvious.
aye? I don't like them.
No, many don't, but it's hard to deny his effectiveness.
Yep, that's one way to put it. Yep.
Well, when you can spew literal flames, it's kind of hard not to see that as effective.
Also at the very front of the ship, Hachimitsu has been writing down notes in a notebook that you guys know are for her stories. Ever since the battle. Just
Got any good stories over there?
I'm writing!
Uh-huh. I think I'm scared.
Of what?
Why would you be scared?
That a giant, flying, fire-breathing lizard could come and wipe us out at any moment.
Well, true,
Just
that's
because he
always-
felt like it.
He won't.
Why?
My mother.
for that.
Wait, so he follows the orders of your mother, right?
They don't call her the Conqueror for nothing.
What does that even mean?
She's queen of the entire land.
Yeah, but
Everyone
one
needs
doesn't
to-
just get the title conqueror for being queen of an entire land.
Well, by the sounds of it, it sounds like she took the entire country herself by force.
The southern kingdoms were, well, quite separate until she united them.
And what does that mean?
It means she brought them together under one banner. Not going to question how she managed such a thing, but can't say I'm not curious.
Pymreoss could tell the story better than I can.
Was he there?
Draven.
I think your brother is rather busy at the moment.
He is, yes.
Why not just ask him?
How much was I healed for again?
You're healed. It's been a full day.
Okay. It's a long rest.
But
Yep.
your clothes are a little scorched from boom.
Naturally.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go up to the wheel and ask him. So, how did your mother become considered the conqueror?
Isn't it obvious by the name?
Well, yeah, but your sister said you could describe it better.
Imagine an ocean of blood, gore, for all who decided not to follow.
Sounds like our training pit.
Training pit.
Yeah, back in the fire. Well, back where we were originally learning, it was filled with mud, guts, gore, blood, a lot.
I'm
Except
not
the
there, so I
entire
can't say anything.
the entire country was soaked in it.
How?
Many resisted.
Hmm.
But my mother has a way with words. When she makes a promise, she keeps it.
And what was the promise there?
Fall in line or become a new trophy on her wall.
I don't want to know how big the walls are.
Oh, we're talking the castle walls.
Oh,
Many heads were staked. Sent quite the message. Why do you ask?
I was just curious. I mean, I was more curious how she could just command what we just saw.
Because she killed his father. Right in front of him. And then turned to him and asked him the same question. Or told him the same thing. Neola or join him? And, like a smart dragon he is, he kneeled. There are far greater things to worry about than territories. Having all the lords under one banner, instead of vying for the throne constantly, made more sense. All the resources can go towards preparing for a war that, you'll be overrun by if you don't get your shit figured out here soon.
You said vying for the throne. That makes it sound like someone died.
Someone's more like it.
So was there always a power vacuum?
Constantly. Everyone thought they had the rightful name. There wasn't a prismatic dragon at the time either. Descendant of the Great One himself. So next time you call me Rainbow anything, remember that you are also insulting the great god Sixta as well.
be fair, it is pretty awesome. I mean, the shade that your shields glow and your armor glow, that's pretty cool.
Appreciate it. Vala, just kind of seeing whatever he just said, you could just see this look on his face like, does it look like I care what you think, peasant?
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, he doesn't say anything. He's just kind of like this.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the Great Dragon War?
You said that there wasn't a prismatic dragon before your mother showed up.
No.
Then why was there suddenly a change?
Because she found herself here through a portal through time and space. She is not of this world. But she is now.
Oh. Wait, what? Like, what? You can't just say that and... What?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that was as straightforward as I could be.
It was.
As Vala walks up, I assume.
Yeah. If you're going to get anything, you're not going to get anything but a straightforward answer from him.
No, I just don't understand what a portal through time and space is.
She's not of this plane. Or universe. She is of another. So technically, so are me and Vala. Technically. Half a part of this world. Half. Not so much.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good answer, I think.
Have you heard of the Nine Hells? The ethereal plane. The astral plane.
I mean, I have a understanding that those planes exist. I mean, I
No.
was kind of trapped in one during the battle.
The astral plane is the most furthest plane from the material, which we are on now. And that is where our universe extends to. Past that are others. Other universes where things happen and exist. Such as our mother.
Didn't... Hey, Akatsuki.
Hmm.
Didn't we kind of experience like a giant worm, like a giant portal in the middle of an underground, like...
Don't remind me of that. Still feel the floor under my feet every time I think about it.
Akatsuki, as you think about it, you just hear the "Give me more food, boy." Just kind of resonate through your skull. Just a moment of a reminder of this very charismatic, deep voice. Don't give me that look, Stumpler.
I'm gonna give you whatever look I please.
For the viewers, it's Stumpler's favorite NPC from any of my games.
So, I guess the question is there like a reason why these things are here in this plane? Or this material plane?
Are you wondering why our mother's here?
A little bit.
Because the last one she conquered was fully conquered. There was nothing left to conquer.
Oh.
There was no need to stay on her plane. Everything else had already fallen in line, as it should. For if we are disorganized and chaotic, we're no good against an actual organized and prepared enemy.
That's fair.
Something your failed Empress should have figured out a long time ago.
Now, brother, we did agree to be polite.
Sorry. How do I reword it? The Empress that made many mistakes.
I mean, I have no reason to say anything about that. She did make a mistake.
Akatsuki.
Just like,
The one time I want to slap the newcomers.
yeah. It's like,
But didn't your mother also play into the game? And also make another mistake?
Yet
Equivalent?
she didn't lose.
The loss was falling for the mistake.
And yet, the initial creation of that chaos still falls on Empress Li's plate.
From what I understand, the chaos was around way before she even was born.
May have been, but it seemed like it was contained.
Things aren't always what they appear.
No, of course not.
At the very least,
Sometimes,
there wasn't.
not having chaos in the streets is better than chaos everywhere.
At the very least, there wasn't open fighting until she opened her mouth.
Had she respected the Chaos Emperor's privacy a little longer, she might have been able to speak with our mother on why her ships were disappearing. And my mother would have probably been more likely to assist in the removal of the Emperor from her city.
You said there wasn't open fighting before this, but the Mountain Clan was destroyed before any of that.
I don't know what the Mountain Clan is.
It's my clan.
He looks like he looks like he's about to say something, and then decides against it.
The two empires on this island. It was a Cold War.
I don't know what that means.
They showed their weapons and then flaunted them about like they were big game, and then didn't use them. It held each other at bay for the most part, and unfortunately it sounds like your clan just kinda got smashed in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
And yet you still followed the Empress, who had failed to protect your people. This I do not understand.
Well, I only started understanding what happened a while ago.
I was gonna say about this time I come up.
Okay, come up. See Masaru up top talking with Pymreoss and Vala. You can see Akatsuki sitting off to the side. Probably look like he's trying not to pop his top. I can't tell because he's frozen again.
Yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
now he's not frozen again.
Hey, Masaru, Akatsuki, I got some stuff for you. I hold out mask with climbing claws to each of you. Don't know how much you might need them, but I think these will help you out. Mask should be functional for about 8 hours. Should be able to ventilate any kind of poison gas.
Thanks.
Well, thank you very much.
Pymreoss just kind of looks down at you, Hirono, when you come up. Doesn't say anything, just stares you down for a few seconds before turning his eyes back to the sea.
Got something to say?
Not anything that I haven't promised to keep to myself.
Ah, so you still got the rainbow stick up your ass.
You know, we are attempting to be polite. The least you could do is return the favor.
The least you could do is try harder. And I walk away.
Princess, I'm very sorry. To be quite honest, I don't think you're going to get much better out of Hiroto. He's always been kind of, well, to put it plainly, a jackass.
I heard that.
He can learn to hold his tongue, or he can find someone else to teach him Draconic.
I
Vala,
had no idea.
don't dip to his level. Don't forget what the Red Lord said. And then
what'd
the
he say?
insult. You already walked away!
I was still within earshot. I'm still on the deck. Just because I walked away doesn't mean I can't hear it.
That's true.
It was between the Red Lord and Vala. Does not seem like you were included in that conversation.
If you really want to know, ask Hachimitsu.
I'm
At the front!
Hashimitsu, what'd he say?
Huh?
What did the Red Lord say to Rainbow Princess?
Vala? You mean?
Yeah.
Starts flipping through pages. Something about don't let these dull peasants. Don't let them. Stay sharp, I guess, unlike us. I really don't care. He seems like a heated. She kind of
Lord?
chuckles at. She kind of chuckles a little bit as she says heated. Heated, arrogant asshole.
Yeah, there's plenty of those on this ship. As I look at the brother, forget his name.
And he just looks down and he's like, he does not say this so you can hear it. Vala, you can hear this.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know how to be diplomatic, and I have a better brain, clearly.
Clearly.
just
Wants a tart in the forehead.
Just because our left
It's like you want a fucking hammer in the forehead!
Just because they're less diplomatic.
Literally, as you guys are standing on this ship, it's like lightning just jut between the two of them. The pressure is palpable. At this point, Hachimitsu kind of looks around and everyone is like, I'm gonna go this way. As she starts climbing up to the crow's nest.
In Draconic, she will say to Pymreoss, I'm growing less inclined to teach him as he continues his attitude.
In Draconic back, unfortunately, we promised we'd help these dim-witted creatures learn how to... how do we put it? Work as a team and think better.
You're right.
And let's be honest, them understanding Draconic would be quite a boon against their enemies.
It would, yes. Alright, fine. I'll continue.
I'll continue to hold my tongue. At least until we get off the ship.
Katsuki, do you know a celestial?
I do, actually. Mio taught it to me.
In celestial, say, fucking arrogant motherfucking rich ass prissy bitches.
In Celestial, Pymreoss says, I heard that.
In Celestial, as did I.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was too good.
That was great.
Woo!
So, what?
To be quite honest,
languages
Hiroto,
do
you kind of
know?
asked for that.
I
don't
didn't ask
know.
for any of this bullshit.
Looks at Masaru. I don't know. It was kind of entertaining. I don't know if I want to share, because then, you know, I can't surprise people again.
That's fair.
And this time, Hiroto, you look up as he says that in common, and he just looks down at you and winks.
Swear to God.
Hiroto just
What
takes
are these
Six's name as vain.
You're clerics, come on!
So? You may be clerics, but that doesn't mean you all know celestial.
It's pretty likely, though.
Ooh! Out of character.
Ship.
Out of character. That was fucking comedy gold.
That
Yeah.
was.
The minute you asked him, do you know Celestial? I just went,
Oh.
poor boy. I'm so sorry.
I hate this ship.
Well, that's one
Sorry.
thing we can agree on. Oh,
Katsuki
He'll-
just disconnected, probably.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
then why don't we take a few minutes after that chuckle and a
Golden
half
moment.
and take a quick break?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was great.
That was.
Uh, you know, at some point you had to realize that a cleric is most likely going to know Celestial to speak to the gods, right?
Right?
It was so funny. My computer decided, "Hey, I can't handle this." I mean, come on, though. For one, impressive. Two, just why wouldn't they?
Right?
Yeah. They can already know Draconic. Might as well learn the other language to worship 60 even harder. I'm not wrong, though.
I mean, no. You just got a Kotsky over here, and it's like, "No, I can speak Infernal, and I do, and I'm not gonna risk it." Because, fuck, if they know that, it's like, holy shit.
Well, they gotta speak with fiends in order to kill them properly, right? I mean, you hit them where it hurts.
I guess.
They have to mock them.
Uh,
God damn. My
Yeah.
lungs just had an exercise.
Yeah, it's always nice to give your lungs a little exercise.
Insulted Celestial. Guy he insult turns to him in Celestial. I heard that. Fuck.
It'd be an easier question to ask of who doesn't know Celestial on this ship.
Masaru.
Masaru.
Well, he doesn't know a lot of languages.
The ones I do know count.
Even Rose Warrior was fucking laughing her ass off when I went upstairs.
Was it
Oh.
necessary to one up him? No. Was it appreciated? Yes.
Oh, 100 times yes.
Yes.
I wonder. Can I drag my... No? Okay.
That was great. I love that.
Katsuki, do you speak Celestial? Well, I saw the look on Stumbler's face, and I wanted to make sure. That's what I kind of just went.
But at least we know they'll fit right in.
I mean, either they'll fit in or Hiroto will get his skull bashed in, one of the two.
I think the answer to that question is just yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say either way, it might be a net positive.
Let's be honest here. He has been hit by a sword. He has been betrayed by... Actually, I probably wouldn't.
He's been impaled, he's been smacked upside the head, he's been burnt
Tried to drown.
twice.
Yeah. Been blown up, technically.
And he's still alive. He's probably getting a little cocky. I can't die! I might as well just do what I can.
Just do anything.
I'm gonna jump into the volcano!
Not a lava bath, though.
I'm okay with the lava bath. That would be fun. Also, Stumbler, did you see the book?
I did.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
It's good.
Did you guys actually read it?
A little bit.
Yes,
there
I read,
so far?
He said it.
A
I
bit,
read
yeah.
a little bit.
I've read the creeds.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of which doesn't make any sense at this point.
What do you mean?
No, oh, nothing.
Okay.
I just found Creed number 2 to be very interesting.
Beam. I don't see what the confusion is.
Oh, no, I guess I just thought it was very interesting considering the situation.
I mean, you're not on a boat with anyone evil.
Oh, wait, no, it's the third one. Never mind, my bad.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to find out some interesting information about a particular person on the cover of the book and their thoughts on that.
Ah, I see.
Oh, yeah.
But the first one hits hard. The first one hits really hard.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, Kotsky, don't go too crazy. That first creed is...
What?
That first tenon is a little, unbiased.
I gotta double check that. Hang on.
Is it unbiased, or is it literally based on a biased opinion by a person who...
Oh. Yeah, fair.
Don't lose your temper too much, buddy.
Well, it's not gonna be as much of an issue now.
Sure.
I mean, give it time. I'm sure there's gonna be things that cause it, but I mean, at the moment,
Here,
it's not so bad.
let me see if I can get one of the Arc Oni to touch Meadery.
No.
My point exactly.
It's like I'd like for my character not to lose his absolute shit.
Ah! Oh, welcome back, Hirono! It's so good to see you! Oh, it's still gold. Anyway! You guys are stuck on this boat for another week with this travel. Don't come across any other real complications. There's probably some more spats that happen in between. But about a week and a half goes by and you guys are sailing. And you hear someone from top deck saying something about land. And I assume you guys come up top.
Yep.
Yep.
And as you come up top, if you are on the Island of Cruelty page, off in the distance, start to see a city. Towers towering above the waterline, boats docked in its bays. And you can see a small crowd at one of the docks. Unfortunately for your ship starts heading away from the docks. And at this point, Usato comes up. He's like, "Ah, yeah, that looks gorgeous. Is that where we're gonna stay?"
Not likely.
I hear Lee. Nope. Prepare yourself. We're heading straight for the college. You guys do, as you're passing by, get a gorgeous view of this bustling city. This city is bigger than the capital was. Parts of it built at the base of the mountains on the north side of the island, stretching down to the river, crust. Huge city, a lot of people. You can smell fresh food. Off in the distance, your mouth waters. But you guys continue past. One other ship continues past as well. Hiroto, you see the big dragon-scaled ship separates from the rest of the fleet, starts heading into the docks of the city as you guys continue onward.
Alright.
Don't worry, all of you'll get a chance eventually to, explore the city. But for now, we're gonna go and meet the Dean General.
I just want to be on dry land.
Same.
I second that.
I really do.
Pymreoss keeps his mouth shut. And before long, you can see the towering peaks of mountains that go up past the clouds. And you see Lee kind of looks at them with this look of relief. Almost like those mountains are just right where she wants to be. And then you guys pull up and you can see this probably a mile away from the main city. These are the peaks that Lee is looking at.
Oh,
Oh no.
Well above the clouds. And she looks at you guys and goes, "Welcome to the Uni No Machi branch of the Shi No Tenshi school. Be careful what you say. The Dean General is not forgiving." And she looks at everyone before her eyes land on Hiroto for a few extra seconds. Then lands on Pymreoss. And then continues scanning everybody. And before long, you guys pull up and dock. You can see a lot of people in battle kimonos kind of on the dock, starting to take the ropes, tie them off. Get a boat set to the docks. And a regiment of men. Shields. Smaller shields. Katanas on their hips. Spears on their backs. Fully armored up in this dark red armor with gold accents. And in between all of them is a blonde woman with long, the hair is really long, wavy, wearing this very, I wouldn't say fancy, but decorated, like, general's armor. And before long, Lee looks over at all of you guys and goes, "Don't keep her waiting." And be formal. Be formal.
Yes, ma'am.
So even Akatsuki's glaring at Hiroto. Listen to the lady.
Let me take the brunt of this one. And as you guys pull up, and all that pull up, Lee takes the first step, kind of getting off the ship. And I assume you guys follow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys get off the ship, the lady, very decorated armor, looks at Lee with this absolute look of disgust. Hiroto,
Mm-hmm.
make me a
Take the dodge action.
make me a perception check. At advantage.
Ooh.
Wow. 8. Or no, 9.
For those of you who are looking on this lady, as you guys get closer, her face is almost perfect. Hair, perfect. Too perfect. These gleaming eyes just kind of scan all of you. Well, if it isn't our oh so glorious Empress. Lee, it's such a pleasure to see you as well, General Mooncliffe. See, your sarcasm hasn't dulled a day. And the lady by the name of Mooncliffe just kind of crosses her arms. So is this what's left of your notoriously strong and absolutely impenetrable forces? I have to admit, I was hoping for a little more. But of course, we all have our issues, don't we? Some weaknesses and moments of pride that we can't seem to let go of. At this point, you guys can see Lee's jaws just slightly clenched. Of course, and that is why I am no longer the Empress. I have taken a step down and handed that off to someone more fitting than myself. Oh, well, good. That's great to hear. Maybe finally this person who's hopefully not a Shi No Tenshi will understand not to bring the Shi No Tenshi into political matters. as that is not our place. Lee's kind of course, General. I have learned that now. Now today's not about me. Today's about you accepting these promising students into your ranks and having your professors teach them all you know, so that we may rebuild our numbers and stop bickering amongst ourselves and get shit done. Well, I suppose. Probably be a little extra work now, won't it? I mean, you had, what, a month or two with them? Probably have to untrain them. And the tension that was between Pymreoss and Hiroto is nothing compared to these two. You feel like if they weren't on the same side, and you guys are very well aware that, you know, Shi No Tenshis aren't supposed to fight each other, this would be messy. You can see that like twitch of Lee's fingers as she's just itching to bring those claws out, teach this woman a lesson, while the other one, she's got these gloves on with these mechanisms that seem to come down her fingers. And you can see these blades that seem to be attached to chains on these gloves. It's too bad. You lost some of our greatest assets. But no matter. The rest of you, step forward in formation. I see.
I don't fuck around and I stand in formation.
You and Pymreoss are the first two to step forward.
Son of a bitch.
Pymreoss, back straight, at attention, like
Follow Pymreoss.
good soldier. I'll put it this way.
Although nervous.
Vala, this lady gives you the vibe your mother does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do I get a slight feeling like I'm looking in a mirror?
Just a little.
Fucker. Knew it.
Well, although nervous, Akatsuki will follow suit and stand at attention. Just
Well, you three seem to know what you're doing. A couple of the rest of you look like you could use some work. I am the Dean General Zaya Mooncliffe. This is my school, and I will tell you this much. I will not tolerate any insubordinates. Do I make myself clear?
Crystal.
Yes, man.
Good. And we're off to a good start so far. Secondly, welcome. One thing you should know, I also do not accept anything other than the best. You are not dedicated to the cause. Get back on that boat and get out of here. The innocents cannot afford to wait for you to make up your mind. If you cannot decide whether your life or all of their lives is more important, then you're also not right for here, and I do not want you here. Here we take our creed very seriously. First off, you will never falter. You will be judge, jury, and executioner, and shall carry out the will of the Shi No Tenshis on any evil that crosses your path, or as soon as they do, their life is forfeit. Second, give no quarter. You expect evil to strike your comrades and the innocents as well as yourself down as soon as they are given the chance. It is only right you return the favor. Never meddle. It is not a Shi No Tenshi's place to fight for an emperor or empress, or his or her countries, nor take up arms against the civilians, unless it is absolutely necessary and you are provoked. You are to keep your focus on the hunt for evil. And lastly, be a light in the darkness. You will be a beacon for all who live in despair and fear, no matter their origin or path of life. All deserve a chance to once again bask in the light of the sun god Sixta. This is a creed you will be expected to learn by heart. And before you are allowed to graduate, if you are not capable of reciting this by heart, you will be forced to take your last year of training over. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The others follow suit. Even Pymreoss looks a little like, caught off guard by this woman. Once you are given your bunks, from here on out, these clothes you are wearing will only be allowed to be worn when you are heading into the city on your off days, when you earn them. If you are caught leaving, you face the risk of expulsion as well as possible exile from the island itself. And trust me, if any of you think you're sneaky, you're not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to assume that was out of character.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Do any of you have any questions? Or do any of you wish to step back and get back on the boat and not waste my time? Yes.
What qualifies as an innocent?
Do you not know the definition of innocent?
Mm-hmm.
One who cannot defend themselves against the evils that threaten to swallow this world whole. So, per se, a child, a civilian, or any other member of any race who is not a fighter, should one of your brethren who are Shi No Tenshis be attacked, they count as an innocent, someone who has not committed a crime. They are an innocent. And should I catch any of you fighting, then you fight me. Figured I'd put that out there. At the end of the day, this group here needs to be a team. You cannot be a team if you are fighting each other. You can have disagreements. You cannot agree with each other. You don't even have to like each other. But I sure as hell expect you to work together efficiently and properly. Once we go into your orientation, I see that there are 2 groups of 10 of you. Well, a small group in the back, which will be added to a group of 10. Well, you will be required to vote for 2 members in your group that you would see fit as captains. I do not want you to make these judgments based off of personal feelings. I would prefer you make them based off of who is most qualified. If you do not, well, you're stuck with an ineffective captain. Then, I will decide who falls under that captain. Am I understood? Good. Well, at least it seems you taught them how to hold their tongue for the most part. And at least how to be brave, or stupid. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. Please, follow me. Remain in formation. If you break, you see those mountains over there? Yeah, one of the exercises is to climb one. To its peak. One of the many punishments around here. This way. And she turns, very curtly, very militaristically, and starts walking back. You watch as the soldiers that had escorted here all turn simultaneously and follow her. Their footsteps in sync. Pymreoss does not want to get yelled at or beaten up, and this woman scares him, so he starts walking.
Vala quickly follows.
Akatsuki's not getting left behind. He's
Kind of wait until Usato gets next to me and ask him if he's sure he wants to do this.
Yeah. We have friends to get back.
Alright, let's go.
Masaru?
Kind of just taking in the view a little bit, but he'll be walking behind a little bit.
So are you just kind of like casually walking?
A little bit, yeah. Well, it's more like marching kind of walking, but like walking slower because.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna turn back. Come on, man.
Don't-
Come on, let's go.
Don't
Let's make
fuck
up
us
space
day
here.
one. Don't fuck us day one. I think I heard a little panic in Hiroto's voice there for a second. He could see the mountains going above the clouds. He's like, I'm not ready for that.
I don't know how well I can get my way out of that one.
Yeah. Doesn't take you guys long to get to an entrance hall. And in here, so the three of you who were in the previous college, you saw quite a few students at the other place, but they weren't just students of Shi No Tenshi's. So there was a lot of people. Here, walking through this place, you're realizing this is definitely a military college. And you enter the dining room, or the dining hall, and it is... There's enough people to maybe sit at each table, one person. And you see all sorts of different people. I mean, you guys walk past two girls, bright sapphire-like blue hair, rosy kind of skin tone, bright blue eyes. Definitely give you elemental vibes, and as you guys pass, one of them's just like, and then see the general, and they're like, oh, head down.
Oh.
And at the front of the room, you see there's a long table. And there's a chair in the center. Larger chair. And to each side, there's two other chairs. Which have 4 other decorated people sitting at them. And then in front of those, coming towards, closer to you guys, where you guys are right now, is another table with 10 sections. And before you guys even get a chance to discuss anything, you are led straight up there, and she turns to your guys' group. Vote. Psst, that's your cue!
Oh, jeez.
Pymreoss and Akia.
And she kind of cocks her eyebrow. How about you write it on the paper?
Vala will get up. Vala will walk up.
Vala's like, I'm used to saying things out. Oh. That's my way of telling you mark it on there. I'm not going to remember all the votes. Oh. You deciding?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay, okay.
Is it 2?
2 at most, yep.
Alright.
Out of character, she's gonna hate you guys.
Yep.
She is gonna hate you guys. Well, now I can reveal mine to you guys's. So we will do Pymreoss's votes first. Let's see here. Where is it? For me, it's gonna get real wonky because I have multiple votes to add here. So.
Mhm.
Then we have Usato. Hachimitsu. Like I said, Aki's gonna hate all you guys. Meadery. I just realized Machiko's gonna be really difficult.
Hmm.
Yep. Machiko's turn.
Say just use just. You'll figure. I'm sure you'll figure.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. There we go.
I'm genuinely gonna be annoyed if Pymreoss fucking gets in.
Looking like it though.
She's really not gonna like this.
Oh, poor Akia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Last one to vote is Akia. So sorry, buddy. The one person who didn't vote for that one. Also, if you guys want to change your votes, you can vote for yourself.
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Eek. Votes are in.
Son of a bitch.
Two people who weren't voted for at all. Midori and Masaru.
Mm-hmm.
And as that said, she comes up, takes the slips from each of you. She holds them up and looks at them. Two people who are voted as your captain. Aki Sutoka. And you guys just see Aki just go. Looks at everyone with this look like, I am going to fucking kill all of you. And Pymreoss Ogelund. So, here's where things get fun. I want each of you guys to roll a D100. Anyone who gets the early half is in Pymreoss' squad. Anyone over the half is in Akia's squad.
Okay.
By one! Oh.
Okay. Well.
Yep.
He will that into being.
It's probably for the best though, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He is. He really is.
That's great.
Alright, so we're gonna drag these ones up here. Akia does not agree at all with any of this. At all. She does not like it.
Not.
It's alright. Oh, bye.
Hold on.
Pymreoss' squad. Obviously, Pymreoss. I was gonna laugh so hard if Hiroto rolled into his squad.
The amount of ones that you saved up for that just to get that natural 100 on a D100 roll.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll put this here. Akia's obviously an Akia squad. Vala, you are an Akia squad. Hiroto is an Akia squad. That actually kind of works out. Look at that. We still got mostly backliners and frontliners. Now time for the fun part. So, code up.
Yes.
Roll me a D100 for meadery. Or die, I guess that works. Masaru! Roll me a D100 for Hachimitsu. Let me know what you roll.
Okay.
Akia.
Okay, so you need to roll me another D100. Sorry, my computer kind of...
Yeah, clearly.
bugged
Yeah, go ahead, roll a D100. Figure out who's in what squads.
Okay, 1 second.
This is for meadery. You're determining where she is.
And... Hey! 39.
So far, it's an even split.
Oh,
So, Hiroto.
Usado.
Warcloud, why don't you roll a D100 for me?
No!
It would have been funny if you rolled a 1.
Buddy.
It really would have been funny if you had rolled a 1 and a 100.
No, instead it's
buddy.
an 11. Oh, no.
Oof.
Sorry, buddy.
At this point,
I'm willing to switch with him.
do you say this out loud?
Yes.
Okay, hold that thought, because teams have not been called out yet. So, as you guys are standing there after the captains are announced, she unfurls the paper, starts reading it off. In Akia's squad, Vala, Hiroto. So this is before you realize that he's in there. Find out you're not in Pymreoss' squad. Probably a look of, yes, thank God! Hachimitsu, Moon Dancer. Machiko Parker. In Pymreoss' squad, Masaru Seishin, Akatsuki Sutoka, Midori Ishikawa, and Usado Spellman.
Willing to switch with Usado.
Is there any particular reason?
I don't see him faring very well with Pymreoss. Him and Akia will be able to fight together much better.
Are you going to be able to work with Pymreoss?
No promises.
I'll keep the peace.
In that case, Hachimitsu and Usado will switch. Will that suffice? And she gives you this look that sends chills down your spine, Hiroto. As she stares right through you, basically.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, your squad isn't the only one that needs to be sorted out today. As she looks out into the crowd. I need Yamamoto Takechi, Moria Ryuchi, Fukumiya Chihori, Yanagisawa Chirikako, Sukafuyu Takahata, Yumiko Takahata. You just hear her slightly mutter under her breath. Fucking siblings. Shizuue Blood Moon, Rika Niku, Aisha Okado, and Akuma Seishin. Could please step forward and repeat this process. The rest of you may be seated. That is also not an offer. You will share a table, both your squads. As she looks directly between Pymreoss and Hiroto, and learn to get along. Otherwise, there's mountains to climb. She just kind of gestures to one of the many open tables.
Well, let's just
sit down.
Hiroto, the sooner we do this, the easier it'll get, trust me.
I'm already headed to sit down. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and Pymreoss getting along.
No.
And before long, you guys find out that Akuma is named one of the captains. So, Masaru's sister. As well as a gentleman by the name of Moria Ryuchi, who, as you guys watch him walk up, you guys can pull it up yourselves in the NPCs. He's got a medium build, long dark hair, and a very tanned complexion. And his eyes are completely black. For you guys, you've always seen two of these kinds of people. They were two of these special op members from the other group from the first one-shot I ran. And then the group is split into smaller squads. And after a while, food is eventually brought out to you guys, set at the tables. And Pymreoss kind of looks around, then looks at Hiroto.
Munching on some bread.
I suppose I owe you an apology.
Oh?
If we are to work as a team, we can't be at each other's throats.
So you're gonna stop getting mad if I call you Rainbow Mountain?
I would appreciate it if you called me not that.
Okay.
So just Pym then.
That's fine.
Oh.
Vala, you know your brother really well. He is compromising.
Oh yeah.
And I would like to test your mettle at some point, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh? A duel, I take it?
That'd be awesome. As long as we can get it sanctioned so we don't have to climb a mountain.
That sounds pretty fun, actually.
Pymreoss looks at you with this look like, you're fucking crazy.
Like he's looking at me like I'm crazy,
No,
or like
Masaru.
okay.
Master did say he's from a mountain clan.
Fair enough. But still. I would prefer not to have to climb it. Yet, at least.
Agreed.
And it's about this point Aki just kind of... She's been sitting there crossing her arms, just staring off in the other direction. She turns back.
I'm gonna look at Akio with the most sincerest look on my face anybody's ever seen. I'm so sorry.
Akia, you seem distressed. What's wrong?
I didn't want to be a Shi No Tenshi in the first place. Let alone the captain of a fucking squad.
Oh.
But here we are. How wonderful.
Well, at least you're not 2 for 2 on failed plans.
No, I'm 1 for 1 on getting kidnapped.
But you're here now. No? Okay.
If looks could kill.
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't her literal look kill?
If looks could kill normally,
Okay.
without an activated magical eye. After a while, the Dean General stands up. Alright, now that the theatrics are over, those of you who are new, your bunks have been assigned, and you will be led there by a senior member. You are not allowed to switch bunks. You are to wear your uniform at all times. Yes, this includes while you're sleeping. It has been handpicked for you so that it may match your current style of armor, clothing, or otherwise similar attire. If you are caught without it, you've seen the mountains. Secondly, classes start at 5 a.m. sharp.
Kind of look at it and say I don't need to be okay with that. Not much of a morning person.
Shit. If you are not at classes on time, you will get 1 strike. Should you receive a second strike for any reason, you will be exiled from the island. Period. Should you be caught cohorting with the enemy, involving yourself in politics, she glances at Li at the back of the room, or otherwise going against the creed, you will get a strike. As said before, if you get 2 strikes, you will be expelled from the college and exiled from Zankoku. Period. End of discussion. For you newcomers, tomorrow you will be meeting with a class counselor who will figure out what classes best suit you. You will also be required to be in one extracurricular per session. We have everything from history club to the dueling arena. The dueling arena is not to be used without my sanctioned approval. Should you be caught using the dueling arena without my sanctioned approval, you will fight me, and you will die. And be executed. That is a promise, not a threat. If any of our other rules, which will be in your handbooks, are disobeyed, you will get a strike. Do not think I need to go over strikes, do I? These are the rules here. You have accepted, and you are now here. It is now too late to turn back. I expect you to do your absolute best. Should you fall short, just don't find out what happens. You are dismissed. And as everybody starts to get up to file out... Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention. As much as we are a military school, we do understand the need for free time. If you are caught having sexual encounters with any members of the Shi No Tenshi College, well, on campus... She seems to stress that on campus very hard. Well, let's just say the males really like their wee-wees, and you wouldn't want to lose it.
I look at Usato.
He doesn't react.
Just a pat on the shoulder.
You have free time until bedtime, which is sharply at 9 p.m. You have 2 hours. Free time is from 7 till 9. 9 is immediately lights out. If you fall down some stairs because you did not get back to your room in time, that is not my problem. Figure it out. If you are caught out of bed after lights out, well, that's a strike. Best of luck to all of you. And then you see a whole new side of the school as she turns her back and walks away. The entire room, the tension just drops tenfold. And you see a bunch of people just start mulling about, going to different tables and chatting.
Nice to meet you. Let's never meet again.
I have a feeling we won't get much of a say in that.
Probably not.
This is going to be quite rough.
Masaru, as you're sitting there, you feel a presence standing right behind you. The rest of you notice behind him the Moria Ryuchi that was called up before.
Hi.
Your Masaru Seishin, yes.
That's correct.
My condolences for your tribe.
And he'll turn around. I don't know how the seats are. Like, how are they? Like, is it kind of like a bench seat, or is it kind of...
They're not comfy.
Yeah. He'll stand up, and he will accept his condolence.
The shadow touched and the mountain clan were very close. So it is unfortunate what had happened to you.
It is unfortunate for all who were involved.
I also am over here to tell you that I will be sure to make sure your sister is well looked after. She will not be left alone.
I appreciate your kindness.
And he gives one more. And then turns and walks away. Extremely formal.
Mm-hmm.
Pymreoss still at the table?
Oh yeah.
I very obviously gesture like, Pymreoss. That's how you be nice.
That's how you be formal.
He stands
Out
up
of
and leaves the
character,
room. He stands up and leaves.
Out of character though, dude gives bad vibes. He's too nice.
While that's happening, at the same time, Masaru, another two people come up to you.
Oh.
The two sapphire blue-haired girls come up to you. You're Akuma's sister, right? Or brother. Yeah, brother. That's how that works, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Slowly
really
nods
quiet.
his head.
You're not as quiet as she's really loud, talkative. Why aren't you talkative? Where are you from, by the way? Oh, I suppose she said you guys were from the Mountain Clan.
Mm-hmm.
Also, sorry about what happened there. I really hope everything's okay now. Ooh, is that a sword? The other one kind of puts her hand on her sister's shoulders like, alright, let's relax. You're bombarding him again. Oh. Sorry.
Thank you for your concern and your acquirance into my clan. And I'm not over what happened there.
Well, that's fair. I wouldn't be either. You gonna murder the guy? Or girl? Not a judge.
I spin around and just stop talking.
The other one that quieted him is like, see, now look what you did. She's like, what? I was just curious. I'll go back to my table. And the one...
Thank you, though.
She's already left by the time you said thank
Yeah.
you. And the other one kind of, very sorry for my sister. She... a little hyper sometimes.
She's a good person, I think. So, I would please apologize for me. It's just, that was a difficult subject.
That's fair. She handles a very similar situation that we went through. Very differently. I will be sure to pass on your apologies. And then she turns and walks away.
You know, Tin Can, it's almost like you're royalty around here.
Akatsuki!
Oh boy.
As you're sitting here, watching him get all this attention, you didn't even hear it. The next thing you know, you hear the sound of crickets right next to you. And you turn, and there's this green-haired girl. And as you kind of turn to look at her, you almost think you see antennae sticking out of her ear for a minute before they disappear.
Hi.
So are you the famous Akatsuki Sutoka that got stolen and refound recently?
Well, I don't know about famous, but
Well,
yes, I am Akatsuki Sutoka.
My mother was talking about you the other day. Was a surprise you came back.
I'm sorry, who is your mother?
Oh, Utada. Utada Chihori.
I see.
My dad was Blex before, well, he died. And then got brought back to life, apparently.
Yes, I believe I've heard those names mentioned. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to really get to know everyone just yet.
That's okay, you haven't met me yet. I was just watching you from the boat. You did a really good job on the ship, by the way.
Thank you.
Also,
the first time I was...
I'm surprised you're not dead. It points right at Hiroto. That was ballsy.
Just raise my glass. Yep.
Honestly, I think there has been at least... how many times is it now? 3 different times that you should have died?
I stopped counting long ago.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. There's really no room for caution in life lived to the fullest.
Suppose you have a point.
Wait, but don't you want to live your life to the fullest, so shouldn't there be at least a little bit of caution in there?
But if you're worried about what's going to come around the next corner, doesn't that prevent you from having fun at the next thing?
Huh. Didn't think about it like that.
I mean, I wouldn't say that's my reasons for the way I do things, but at the same time, if the shoe fits.
I think the shoe fits from what I'm hearing. Well, either way, I've got to catch up with my squad. I just wanted to see the, famous Akatsuki Sutoka that was supposed to be dead 150 years ago. Have a good day, guys. And she stands up, and you watch as these crickets start kind of falling off her skin. And then jumping back up and re-jumping into the skin and reforming with her. You've heard of hive masters. You've never seen one.
It's a little bit uncomfortable.
And as you guys are sitting in the, sitting there, just getting overwhelmed by people coming over to your table, you hear from across the room this loud booming voice out of nowhere. If you touch my fucking sweet roll, I swear to gods, I will throw you through that wall. And behind the voice, you can hear what sounds like rolling thunder. And as you turn to look at them, you can see crackling lightning across this girl's skin. And her hair is almost flowing, like it's being blown gently, or it's drifting through water. But there's no water. Just a lot of crackling electricity as she reaches out from this one guy, who's like twice her size, grabs the sweet roll in his hand, yanks it back, and storms off, and each step is like a...
Well, don't mess with that girl's sweet rolls.
Oh, that was impactful.
Someone clearly has thoughts on the matter.
If there's anything I've learned, don't steal food. That's just shallow.
And as you say that, a man seems to hurry in with this fucking horse. Yes, a riding horse. And as soon as he gets to the doors, he gets back down. And you watch as Moria, from earlier, runs up to him, starts scolding him, and the other guy just starts bowing. Like, very like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! Dressed up in cavalier armor. I'm sorry, I had a duel! Couldn't miss that! You should have seen it. Moria just... We have a new team, dumbass. Oh. Okay, sounds good. Turns around, grabs his horse, walks up.
Okay, just...
And it's about this time that Rika and Aisha come over to you, Hiroto.
The energetic girls?
No.
No.
The girls from the camp!
Oh, yeah.
Whose poisons you have?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They do. And Rika kind of just the dark-haired one. So, since we're in separate squads now, do you mind if we get our poisons back?
I suppose.
As well as the book of our poisons and potions that we made.
Yeah. I've had time to make a copy of that, right?
Yeah, you have.
Okay. Well, I did use one of them.
I mean, that's fine. If you did it to save your ass, that's fine. I don't care, but
Well,
they're
it was
not
more
easy
so
to make.
save his. Or at least try to, anyway.
Oh, well, that's fine.
And yeah, I'll hand them back the 7 vials of Caster's Bane, 8 vials of...
It's okay. I never removed them out of their inventories. And in return, she hands you 50 gold. Thank you for holding on to them for us. Appreciate it.
Silver Point was one of them as well, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
That one she definitely wants back. I'll put it this way. That one's worth like 50,000 gold for that small vial.
Jesus.
Said 500 gold?
50 gold. You were given 50 gold to watch after things.
Ugh.
And they look
To be
at the
fair,
rest.
Hiroto, they didn't do you any good. You literally
Oh.
stumbled over and fell.
I only got to use one.
And she looks around with all of you, the rest of you. Thank you guys so much for, helping us. We're gonna try to pay you back somehow.
Oh, did you want any of the healing potions? Real
No.
quick.
You should be able to keep those.
Okay. I hand, 10 over to Yusato. And 4 greater.
Fucking hell, hold on. The fuck did you put them?
Secrets.
By the way-
Secret pockets.
By the way, how long do we have till it's lights out?
Probably another hour and 45, hour 40.
Alright, then I'm gonna go for a walk. Wait, can I leave the school? What is the school campus?
The only way out of the school campus is either climbing over a massive wall or by ship.
Okay, then I'm free to walk around here as much as I want.
As long as you don't leave campus yet.
Just give you climbing claws.
I'm good.
I've got
Besides, I
more.
could have climbed with a sword.
Say it,
Thank
you
you
don't
for
get
the
it.
claw.
Huh?
Exactly.
As
Don't
he's
worry
trying to pack shit into his bag. What?
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Okay.
Well, I think I agree with Masaru in that a walk sounds lovely. Be a good way to get used to things around here. Midori, would you care to join me?
I think we're supposed to put our uniforms on first.
Well, we can. It'd be
Yes,
good to
probably.
find out where we.
At this
Are we
point,
given our uniform?
Pymreoss pokes his head back in. He's in full uniform right now. And it's not rainbowy anymore. And he looks over, he's like, are you guys going to get us in trouble on day one, or are you going to come get your uniforms on?
I didn't even know we had them yet.
They in our rooms or?
Yup. Our room for everybody.
No.
Well, let's not waste any more time. I'd rather not get in trouble.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep. I do not want to piss off the angry lady.
Neither do I.
We will not go into detail over these next few minutes. As people go change into uniforms and such.
Mhm.
Come back out. Do what you want for about another hour and 15 minutes.
Intermission?
You want a cigarette, don't you? The other three of you may talk amongst yourself if you would like. Or you can leave like you always do. Up to you.
If you guys want to talk to me, I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, I need to step away for just a moment anyway.
Alright, guys, I guess we will be right back.
Come on.
Well then. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Feeling sneaky?
Oh, if I was being sneaky, I just would have fucking turned off the camera.
Oh, just
I
well, it's what you were doing a second ago. I was like, oh.
So I already figured out Warcloud's favorite NPC so far. Oh, night vision. Hi. Masaru, what happened to your camera?
Their problem?
Yeah, you're in night vision mode. Everything's green.
Oh,
I was gonna say that looks fine to me.
Looks normal to me too.
it's a you problem.
It is
But nobody else is like that.
Exactly.
I see it like that too, and it's got some like red trim.
Okay.
So
it just sounds like y'all are having some issues.
Oh,
There
he's
we
back
go.
to normal.
Okay.
looks exactly the same.
Same.
Yes, this beautiful mug.
Alright, you two. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right people.
Who are you pointing to?
Stumbler and Coda. Alright? Fuck off. As you guys finish getting your uniforms on, head back out to do whatever you're gonna do. Can't help but overhear a couple of people. Did you hear? Fucking Miss Chidori, Kako, and well, the big guy are gonna have a fight today. Like, really? Another sanctioned fight between those two? Yeah, I seem to can't get enough of beating the fuck out of each other. Or the orc just is kind of a masochist as he keeps getting his ass kicked every time. Well, I guess it's easy money for bets, huh? They head off.
So, I'm just gonna go walk around the school. But...
Oh, that's quite a bit of information.
It is.
Who wants
Maybe
to
you
go
watch it.
watch a fight?
I've actually got something else that I'm kind of curious about.
Also, where did you want to go, Katsuki?
Oh, well, I just wanted to look around and, well, I had something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, okay.
Just. And he would, just lead her along, not really going in any particular direction just yet. I mean, the sound of the sanctioned duel sounds wonderful, but not at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
And Vala.
If you'd like to work with me. Okay.
Pymreoss, there's a sanctioned duel if you want to watch. See the arena.
Oh, I was already heading there.
Perfect.
It's always nice to see two people beat the fuck out of each other.
Entertaining at least.
It's more fun to do it yourself, but
We agree on that one.
Are you coming with then, Masaru?
Mm-hmm.
also Aki is nowhere to be found.
Naturally.
So you guys head off to the fights then. We will start with Akatsuki, because I feel like this one's going to be shorter than the other two.
Well, as they're walking, Katsuki he's kind of fidgety, not quite sure how he's going to word this. But Midori knows how he's acting. It's something that she's seen him do before. Midori, I don't need to go into specifics because I know you've been reading my journal again. Would help if you actually put the buckle back on when you finish reading.
Fair, okay.
So, I think you already know what I'm going to ask about with the prince. I know that he's an absolute jerk at times. What would you do in my situation, Midori? You feel like everything is just coming at you all at once, and then on top of that, you start developing feelings for someone you really shouldn't.
Why shouldn't you?
He's a prince, Midori. I'm
Yeah?
a commoner at best.
So? There are some amazing love stories about stable boys and princesses and vice versa. Or do you stay out of the smut section?
Midori,
Well, I'm just saying, I think you're overthinking it. Again. Everybody else on the side here. It was so hard to keep a straight face when the other three are fucking dying. Whew. Ha. Phew. Also, Stumbler, you called it.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask about that.
I have to ask, did you also call the smut? Or was it just the Pymreoss thing?
That's the Pymreoss thing.
Okay.
He was probably thinking the smut thing. Anyway. I mean, there's some really good reads in there.
Yes, but one cannot exactly learn much from something like that.
Excuse me. I've learned a lot from smut.
Why am I not surprised?
I thought you were the reader here. I'm just gonna have to sit like this. God, I can't do that. I keep blocking my face.
Which is funny because on my end, I can't even see your face.
Sad face.
What? Well,
I think you should just tell him how you feel. I mean, maybe there's a dance coming up. Ooh, that'd be awesome. Great way to get that started. You can see the gears start turning.
oh gods, what have I unleashed? Midori, it's not that simple.
Yes, it is. You just go up to it, be like, "Hey, you're cute. You want to dance? Woohoo!"
Yes, but it's all. But he's. I mean, you saw the way he was talking about us when we first met, and how he's been talking about us the entire time.
I think Hiroto has something to do with that.
I mean, fair. But Hiroto's done a lot.
I just think Hiroto doesn't know how to shut his mouth sometimes.
That much is obvious.
But yeah, you should just, I mean, maybe you could, ask his sister what he likes. It's rare that, there's, like, a prince and princess.
I have considered speaking with Princess Vala. It's just... It's a delicate subject.
Is it delicate because it's actually delicate, or is it delicate because you're embarrassed?
Fair point.
I think you just need to get your riz on.
What even? I'm not going to ask what you just said.
You don't know what rizzing is?
All
Oh my god,
have
Akatsuki,
never
you
heard
have
that.
so much to learn. We're going to the smut section as soon as we get the chance. You can learn a thing or two.
Okay, I'd like to point, just in my defense, you were the reason Renji and I even got together.
I'm aware! And it was fun for you, wasn't it?
Yes, Fine. I will follow your advice. This is what I asked for.
Okay,
Just
let's
need
see if we can find a library. Grabs your hand and starts yanking you around the school looking for a library.
Good.
Which there is one. With all sorts
there
of
is.
information in it.
Of course there is.
Meanwhile, Hiroto, if you can breathe.
May be a little difficult to have a serious tone now, but yeah.
I'm not sorry. I regret nothing.
I just want to point out, this is the second time a Stumbler-related character and your character.
Yeah, and
Pymreoss is not my character.
But they might as well be related to your character.
We can't lie. Akatsuki definitely was, semi-attracted to Keen, too.
Mm-hmm.
Stop putting strong, powerful males in his presence.
Guru! I mean, we did put Corellius right in front of him in full, Dom mode, too. And he's gone. Oh.
I'm sorry, but just now I happened to glance
Oh,
up at the
God.
screen and your picture was all grayed out.
Yeah, it was like you left. You're like, nope, I'm done. I'm over it. Nope, nope, I'm good.
this is
Thanks.
getting so intense. My Chromebook is not handling it at all.
Also, Stumbler.
Ow.
Yep.
I know.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Can you breathe?
Yeah, I would like to look for the general lady.
Teen General?
Yeah.
Okay. Start walking around, you're looking around.
I'd like to
And
bring Usato with me, though.
Oh no. Okay. You two are looking around, and he's like, what's this all about?
I think the dean might be like me. I know how uncomfortable that may make you feel, but I have a lot of questions in regards to it.
And why do you want me there?
To hopefully get you some answers as to why someone like me may have done what they did.
Alright.
If it makes you feel any better, we could bring Akia.
We'd have to find her first.
That is true.
Also, Stumbler just gave you guys the best hint.
I wasn't even looking at the screen when it happened, you son of a bitch. Oh.
Guys haven't lost those yet.
Yeah. You've got her contact info, right?
Yeah, of course. So do you, though.
Fine, I'll call her.
I can if you want me to. I don't mind.
Well, I thought maybe you would want to.
Okay, I just didn't want to, if you wanted to have the conversation. Okay, I'll just call. Takes out the little tablet, finds hers, and he's kind of holding it there, and then he just goes, covers his ear, and you just happen to hear, "Were you one of the fucking people that voted for me? I told you I didn't want it!" He's just like, you're such a good leader. I don't care! Sorry.
Fight us about it later.
So Hiroto had a question. Did he vote for me?
We can fight about it later.
Hold on.
Oh, shit. Take it from him. Yes?
You motherfucker. What do you want?
I have some questions for the dean, and I think it might help Usato if you're there with him.
You can already see the look of the eye roll, the teeth gritting. Fine. But you guys should already be here by now. I'm already talking to her.
Oh, shit.
Then
We're on our way.
Then you hear in the background.
Where are you?
Just go up the second northwest stairs, take a left, take a right, then go up another set of stairs at the end of that hallway, take a right, another right, head straight, and it'll be the fourth door on the right.
Okay.
Alright, bye. Beep! And it hung up.
Okay.
She's
You got all
pissed.
that, right?
Maybe? Why don't you make a history check?
Fuck.
With advantage, because you've got Usato, both of you trying to remember. See if we're back to the usual rolls. Yep!
Yep.
Ooh.
You get
That's
lost. You've been walking around for like a half hour, and then your thing starts buzzing.
I answer it.
Where the fuck are you guys?
Sorry, you said it was a second right
Oh,
on the first floor?
beep.
Fuck. She's gonna kill us.
About 10 minutes later, she shows up. How do you get lost? There's only like 500 bedrooms here. Or 500 rooms.
Yep, because that has nothing to do with why we would have gotten lost. Not at all.
Come on. She rolls her eyes and turns and starts walking. Before long, knowing you have about a half hour before lights out for you guys, for you and your little outing, guys get to the Dean General's office. And as soon as you enter, she just kind of looks up at you and goes, "So let me guess. You didn't check your front pocket for the map that we put in each of the newcomers' pockets, did you?" And there's a map of the entire fucking school. A piece of paper for every floor. Which there are 15 floors. You had questions.
Yes.
Gestures to a chair.
I go to sit down.
She then looks at Usato, who's kind of takes half the walk forward and just kind of is watching. Well, go on.
Are you able to do this as well? And I'll take my bare hand and just create the chain.
So you're one of them, as I thought.
Are you?
Also, now upon closer inspection, now that she's not wearing armor, she's wearing just kind of a tank top right now. You notice there's tattoos all across her body as well. And you just get this weird vibe that they're magical. I am.
I'm not very well versed in people like us. Is there anything that you'd be willing to share?
Well, the fact that you did not eat at dinner time is going to make most people suspicious of you, which can also make them jealous. You would do well to try and blend in.
I had some bread. Okay, fair.
No one survives off of bread. Watch any other humanoid, and not even gnomes. Also, you've never heard of a gnome.
Right.
You don't know what a gnome is.
No.
Pulls out a book, plops it on the table. You see races of the world on it, and it's like,
Oh, jeez.
flips one flip, and you see a real short person on the page. Poof! Puts it back. Before I answer any of your questions, where'd you get the book?
Referring to the only one?
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll history check because I don't remember. Out of character. Seven.
Really?
Bruh,
Really?
bruh, come on.
Really?
You remember she's now the current empress.
Oh, right. Mrs. Parker. Mrs. Parker gave it to me.
It will be confiscated until you are of the proper level.
Okay.
What that has in that book has the capability of killing you.
Oh.
And in order for what you are searching to save your friend Keen, will kill you and your entire party.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you for your honesty and your cooperation. Now, I need more specifics than what about us?
Is there a way for us to be corrupted by Aku No Keshin?
Yes.
Has it happened already?
Yes.
Is one of those who's already been corrupted possibly the one that attacked the Blue Veins?
He is. And he's dead now.
Okay.
And she pulls out a chain that looks like the one that comes out of your arm. Puts it on the table. And you notice on the other end is an arm attached. It looks like it was ripped off. There are two others. It's nice to know where at least one of you are. As a matter of fact, we are one of the most easily corrupted creatures on the entire face of the planet.
What exactly are we made from?
Stardust and god blood. And from the looks of it, you're made from Sixta's blood. Probably woke up in a crater, all by yourself, fully grown.
Yes and no.
I didn't say mature.
I vaguely remember being a blob of mud.
You were still forming.
Fair.
And then your subconscious chose this form. I want you to picture a face in your mind. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Now imagine yourself looking like them.
Imagines the one I called mother.
Why don't you make me a wisdom save? You start to feel this almost painful experience. Your eyes flash open and you watch as your body is morphing and then quickly snaps back to normal. And as you look up and you look at her, at this point Usato has fallen over behind you and looks horrified as you see a male with pitch black eyes, completely bald, and the side of his cheeks are slashed open all the way up Jeff the Killer style, with a permanent smile on their face.
I mean, no offense, but that's a very creepy face that you have now.
And then she sets her hand right next to the hand that was removed, and every scar, every gnarl, every hair is exactly in the same place as the one on the table. and then she reforms back into herself, and you watch as her skin just like... So, remember how when we were watching GOG the other night?
Mm-hmm.
Her. Snapping into place. Now imagine every bone in the body doing that, as well as the skin.
That's uncomfortable to see.
Yep. And she's back to her normal self. We are a combination between construct and humanoids. Blood and matter. Which means, once you practice well enough, and being that you want to be a ninja, also probably freaking you out that she knows so much about you at this point,
Mm-hmm.
it would be very helpful to your line of work. And don't worry, I've been watching all of you since you stepped into the Shi No Tenshis. I know that your girlfriend is currently in the town with the other kids that you adopted on the streets. I know that you got into a fight with a Oni in a ring, which happened to be one of the children of the Arc Oni, which Li killed to protect you.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that you need to learn how to get along with all of your teammates, no matter how pompous they may be.
Okay.
And I know the man who used to hold this chain was once one of my best friends, who was manipulated and corrupted by Aku No Keshin, and then promptly joined the masquerade against the Blue-Veined and Shadow-Touched and Crimson Eyes. I'm also well aware that your friend Masaru blew up an entire city.
Wasn't on purpose.
No, clearly not. But nonetheless, it happened.
Do you know of any reason why Aku No Keshin would want or seek to blow up said mines?
He didn't want them blown up. He wanted all of them dead. Because he wanted access to them. He already has the shadow-touched black uranium in his possession, as well as the blue-veined blue uranium. And trust me, one will blow out all magic within a 100-foot radius for about an entire minute. That includes your chains and your life force. And the black uranium sucks the life out of every living thing around it. I was one of the people who helped them set up their clans on top of them.
And which of the gods are you from, if you don't mind my asking?
I have the blood of the god of death in my veins.
It's an interesting thought that even the god of death could bleed.
Of course he can. All gods have ichor flowing through their veins.
Has there ever been one of us forged from the blood of Aku No Keshin?
No, because Aku No Keshin is not a god.
Interesting.
He is an Arc-Oni. Other lands would call him an Arc-Devil. In other worlds, the Half-Oni would be Tafelings. I also know that we need to deal with Aku No Keshin quickly. Because there's something far greater out there that you don't know about, and that none of us understand. That is coming for all 3 islands. And we won't stand a chance.
Interesting.
Been alive for a long time. Longer than I should be.
I could say the same about myself. But at the same time, I'm not nearly as...
You're not almost a million years old.
Yes.
I saw the rise and the fall of the Chong Empire. I saw the rise of Aku No Keshin. I saw Aku No Keshin break everything around him. Why, I don't know. One of the few people who can hide things from me. I know Li's a fucking idiot. But she's also still a child. A child who's forced into the situation she's in. But she made a wrong call, and it almost got everyone killed.
Is there a book in the library on what happened there?
Happened where?
With Li and her upbringing.
There is.
Kind of glance at the time. I suppose we should probably be getting back to our room soon.
You should. I would really hate to have to execute you.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Isato's still like an absolute shock. And Aki at this point's like, oh, I'll be mad at you later. Come on.
And this is why I brought you, Akia. Kind of.
As you say that,
his arm.
she takes the other arm over her shoulder and just looks at you with this look like, I'll be mad at you in a few minutes when we leave this room.
Yes, Captain.
Wow.
She just looks back at the lady. What punishments can I dole out? And Zaya looks at her and goes, they have to be ran by me first. And you watch as Aki's teeth just grind.
A sanctioned duel next week, maybe?
It's more than just a brought up topic. You've got about 10 minutes to get back to your bunk, by the way.
Captain, I suggest we go.
As you guys leave the room, she's like, maybe I should just stay out all night.
No.
I wouldn't be a
No.
captain anymore.
Maybe tomorrow we can discuss if there's some way for you to step down from that position.
There isn't. I've already read over the handbook.
Okay.
We got our one allowance when you switched Yusato with Hachimitsu.
I see.
We're not playing on hard mode.
That sucks.
Yep. And she's also walking like 5 feet faster than you. So you're like carrying Yusato over the shoulder while trying to keep up at the same time. Meanwhile, Vala and Masaru, along with Pymreoss, obviously. You guys show up to the place where you see a lot of people piling in. And as you enter into here, you notice in the center a large orc. Then he puts his helmet on and you recognize him from the dining hall as the guy who took the sweet roll. He's got a massive shield and a spiked club. The other girl comes out in what looks to be clothing uniform and no weapons. You know, if she's gonna come to a fight, she should have at least brought a sword.
Shush, you don't need the sword for every fight.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to hit her first.
True. And as you guys are sitting there waiting for the fight to start, somebody comes over and like, bets? Any bets? Bets? Bets, anyone?
I'll bet on the girl with no weapon.
And he nods to you. Good choice. That's smart. Holds out like a hat.
I'll place maybe a 2 gold in there. I don't know.
How about you, ma'am?
Not today, thank you.
All right. And you, sir? I don't bet, but thank you. Well, so be it. Enjoy the fight. Gives a very deep bow. To you, it feels like they're, worshipping you like they used to back at home, Vala? Masaru, this is just some theatrics. You've seen it before. And as soon as he walks away, about 10 seconds later, you hear the sound of a gong. And in a split second, you watch the guy kind of raises this club, and suddenly the girl's in front of him. You guys see this devious smile on her face as she reaches forward, clasps her hand together, and you just hear this thunderous boom. And then the guy flies back about 15 feet. But she's gone again. And as he's about to hit the ground, she reappears behind him and places her hand in the middle of his back. And you watch as electricity courses down her fucking arm and out her fingertips and right into this guy's spine. And courses throughout the entire body. And you watch as the guy goes from ready to catch himself from falling to going, weapons, he can't even drop the weapons, his hands have been shocked, tightly closed. And then she's gone again. You know what? Maybe you were right.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't looked away a second. I'm studying.
And then as she reappears, you watch as she holds her hand out like this and closes her fist. This place is an open dome.
Ooh.
And you hear the sound of rolling thunder from above in the skies. You watch as clouds begin to gather and circle above. You can see lightning starting to form in the clouds. And as she closes that fist, she holds it there for a minute, and you watch as the hand just starts to build with electricity. Then she brings her fist down. And a lightning blue bolt of electricity comes coursing from the sky and drops right on the orc.
Who needs a sword when you can fight with lightning?
And at that moment, the guy's just like on the floor, on the ground, and he very slowly puts his hand underneath him, pushes himself up into a sitting position, and she reappears in front of him just with her hand like she's about to flick, puts it right in front of his face, lets go, then a loud booming noise sounds again. He flies back, collides with the wall, smoke just poof! Smoke and dust. And you see her mouth something, you can't hear it. But then you hear the gong again. And then medical personnel come running out on the fucking field. This fight, 24 seconds, 30 seconds. And Pymreoss just kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. Well, that was short.
It was.
That wasn't a fight, that was torture.
And yet something tells me that's not going to stop him from taking sweet rolls.
Probably not.
Like to see him steal sweet rolls from me.
I think it'd be hilarious.
I think the girl's far stronger than even you.
Nah. I think she has a different skill set. I believe the orc down there doesn't know what he was getting into and made a rash decision to fight her. If anything, I'd say it looks like pride's getting in the way. And then you guys hear from right behind you, well, it's not our first fight. And Lightning Girl is sitting here with her foot kicked up on the bench.
Well done out there. Very efficient.
Well, he touched my fucking sweet roll. I told him not to touch it.
You did. We all heard.
Like the 8th time. I don't know. I think I scramble his brains every time. Maybe I should go a little easier on him. Maybe he'd remember not to fucking touch it. So you're the new people, huh?
We are.
Yep.
Well, welcome to hell.
Seems like that. Yeah. Is it worse climbing the mountain than dealing with the instructor? Or general, whatever her title is.
Dean General.
Whatever.
Oh, I'd definitely suggest getting used to calling her Dean General. You call her the wrong thing, and let's just say there are about 10 of those mountains over there, each one taller than the others. And each more of a sheer cliff face than the others. So is it okay to climb the mountain than deal with the Dean General? I would say I'd rather deal with the Dean. I don't know about you, but the fear of falling almost 10,000 feet is kind of terrifying.
I've experienced falling through a ravine. I'm fine.
Oh! So you were the people at the Crimson Eye Clan.
Yep.
Poor Vala's like, huh?
Oh, yeah, they weren't there.
Oh?
What happened?
I...
Blew it up.
Yep.
Why?
I
I
don't
wanted to
really
ask.
know why, but I'm Pretty sure I was. I don't know why I acted the way I did. I just know that I wasn't all there. And I ran through a wall.
You broke
And
through a
then
wall?
No, I ran through a wall. And then I walked out a cliff.
Off a cliff, you mean?
No, out, like, through a cliff. And then I started falling, and the last thing I remember was remembering how when you're falling, the best option is to use a sword to climb your way back up, or at least latch on. So then I dug my sword inside the mountain, or the ravine, and then accidentally activated one of the pockets of uranium that was sitting underneath and caused a massive meltdown.
You saved yourself by blowing up a whole city.
Unintentionally.
Sounds like it was a great fireworks show.
A lot of people got burned.
Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, people didn't deserve that, but it doesn't sound like he did it on purpose.
Nope.
I mean, did you know about the uranium ahead of time?
I mean, there was a giant uranium leak. We were dealing with a lot of a lot of shit happened at once.
Hmm.
First, my ally went out of control, smashed me against a wall. Then my sister brought me back up, told me to run to go help them. I
Oh,
don't even
that's
know
how
what
you
Hiroto
ran
was
out a
doing.
cliff. I
Yes.
get it now. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. And then I don't even know what Hiroto was doing, but the last thing I remember was seeing Keen attached to a net.
Keen? You mean that Trader's Corellius's fucking kid?
You can call him what you want. He saved our asses.
Corellius?
No, Keen.
Why are you defending Keen?
We were all going to die.
Well, this is news.
Hiroto came up with a stupid idea.
I don't know half these names. I just know about Keen because he's the son of a fucking legend that turned fucking Redcoat on us.
I don't know what happened, but last thing I remember after what had happened was his horns got bigger, and we were allowed to leave. So I assume something happened.
He drank Aku No Keshin's blood. Did he have like really fiery embry eyes and like embry veins and shit?
I don't know about the embry veins, but the eyes, yeah.
Then he was turned into an Arconi. And one cannot be turned into an Arconi without it being willing.
Well, whatever happened after that, we were able to retrieve 3 members of our squad. We actually got a bonus, Keen's sister. And that's it. We were promptly teleported back to our actual party.
Also, about this time, you notice in the center, this is the first time you're seeing them, actually. Vala. You see these 3 humanoids come stepping out onto the center field. Crazed. And then you see a small squad of 5 step out onto the field. And these 4 figures rush them. Masaru, these are feral Oni.
Oh,
Oh, look at that! It's feral Oni training. I wish I was in there.
Feral Oni.
Oh yeah, there were ones that the Arc Onis turned into Oni, and then the Oni, the Oni did not take the Arc Oni blood well, so they turned into that. Bloodthirsty monsters that just want to suck everybody's blood out of their body, rip them to pieces, eat their flesh.
really scary to watch them turn.
That too. Watched my mom turn in front of me. Fucking blew her head off.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Uh,
It is what it is. We all got a story. And all of our stories are soaked in blood one way or another.
you're not wrong.
They are.
Well, you guys have a good night. By the way, you got a half hour till closing time.
Shit.
And she's gone.
Pymreoss, what did we get ourselves into?
And he's watching as these people are dispatching these ferals. And one of the most horrifying sights you see is one of the ferals gets out and jumps on one of the students. Starts cutting him to ribbons. You see a couple of other more experienced ones rush out there, not quite fast enough as the feral Oni bites down right here, pierces in, and then pulls. Just as one of the instructors gets out there. It looks like we got into something where they need our fucking help, because clearly they can't do it.
Clearly.
You guys didn't see what we all saw. We only saw 5 Arconi, I think. Maybe 6 if you count Keen now. There are more. And I'm sorry to say this, but I have a feeling we're all gonna die. Even you.
Then it's my job to make sure you stay alive, isn't it?
Your
And
job is to give orders. My job is to make sure that the leader stays alive so he can give those orders.
it's also a leader's job to make sure that his people aren't being thrusted into something that he's not willing to do. Sending someone to a suicide mission is foolhardy.
Yeah, it was something that had to be done.
If that time arises, we'll find the best plan to make sure everybody, or at least as many, can come out alive. That includes yourself. And he stands up and he walks out.
Come on, Monster. We'd better get back to the bunks.
Right. Can't sit and reflect like I used to.
And you guys head back to the bunks. At this point, all of you guys are kind of converging. Katsuki, Vala, Masaru, you watch as Hiroto is getting his ass fucking chewed by Akio while they drag Usato between them.
This makes me feel better.
You know, me too.
I'm sorry.
I told all of you I did not want to be a captain. I didn't even want to fucking be here.
I know.
You didn't tell us that.
I'm safe. I didn't vote for you.
Well, thank you. At least someone listens. Two of them I didn't get a chance to tell. Okay, I just didn't. But I figured they wouldn't trust me because I was hiding in a fucking room.
No, I watched you come out with grace and diplomacy, and then I watched you in battle as you took command.
Curse my fucking genetics. Usato, can you not walk again yet? He's just like little drool coming out of his mouth. Fucking hell.
What happened to him?
He got very surprised by something.
He's very tired. We'll put it that way.
Should we light a fire in his ass to see if he'll get up?
No.
No. I should probably get some sleep now before, he doesn't wake up in the morning because he's not a morning person. Like, I'm not a fucking morning person. It's gonna be my job to make sure you four are up in the morning. What the fuck is this shit? She's just fucking just like, ugh.
If it makes you feel any better, I can make some chloroform to help you fall asleep.
What?
Why do you know how to make that?
I just do.
I think I'll do without the mind-altering substances. Thank you.
Akia, I'll help you get everyone up in the morning. It'll be fine.
I can too.
Yeah, well, you barely sleep.
Shush. Remember what the dean said.
Yeah. Make it more believable.
Yep.
Also, that's said undertone, so that I could at least hear what he's saying. If anyone wants to hear what they said, you can make a perception check.
Not interested.
You got a little more on the mind. Yeah, no, Vala. No. You don't hear a fucking thing.
Nope.
Meanwhile, as soon as Midori sees Vala, and you guys you get closer, Midori goes, "Oh, hey, Vala, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Come here, Akatsuki's got some questions for you."
I don't think now.
Yep,
is the
you
best
got it.
time, Midori.
You got this. And just pats you on the back.
Vala will walk over.
Good luck!
I swear by 6 times. Okay.
Yes, the coffee.
Okay. How to go about this?
As you're about to say it, right now, Pymreoss comes from wherever he was walking, walks right by, and is like, "Don't forget to get to bed, you two."
It should only be a moment, thank you.
Of course. Goes in the door.
And the moment he walks by, Akatsuki is just blood red. Immediate, just like, like it's so bad you can see it in his ears.
Vala, insight with advantage.
$24.
And that's where we're gonna leave off for tonight, guys.
I can't hear you.
Funny.
No sound's coming through.
And that, guys, is where we're gonna end it for tonight. Anyway, if I'm not correct, I think I got everyone to shake their head or nod their head at the beginning of session. I do not believe we have anything going on this Saturday that is going to conflict with the typical streaming schedule unless someone's Chromebook decides to take a dump next.
Hey.
Other than that, I will be attempting to get some more of the Baldur's Gate thing set up here shortly for you guys to continue that fun little playthrough. It was a fun time tonight. We'll be trying to make sure this starts at 3 so we can end at 7 like we are today. At the latest of 8, because we have some people who go to work at 10 p.m. So it is very helpful to be off at a certain time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. It was a great time. It's always great when we can embarrass Coda down here. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys in about a week. I just wish it was already Saturday.